Good morning, good morning, good morning. I made it. Barely. I made it. I didn't never lose power or whatever. I did have a little bit of rain come through underneath the door or whatever. I gotta get that taken care of. But I made it, y'all. Oh Lord, I made it. Thank you, Jesus. So now I'm about to go outside and see what it looked like out there or whatever. But I did look out the window and it don't look like it's flooding or nothing. A little drainage down here be popping, honey. Yeah, baby, I'm good. Thank you. Who you was talking to me about? I mean, who you was talking to me to? How you doing? Girl, I was scared of telling this bitch. You understand me? I was scared. But I ain't never lose power. They tried to not they tried, but it almost went off like twice and then it popped back on. I think maybe this property might have a automatic generator or something, cause it never even flickered no more after that. But yeah, baby, I am okay. I ain't been outside yet. I looked out the window to see if it was like flooding or whatever, but nah, this little drainage down here be popping. It don't look like it is, but I'm gonna go out there and take my baby so I can walk him or whatnot. Oh shit. Nah, do y'all know that we got another one coming? And I'm talking about I'm fixing to go and walk him. Girl, it is already pouring down rain out there again. Fix it, Jesus. Lord have mercy. Damn. I gotta go get me some of that flex tape my friend was talking about. Damn. I see we got a little shingle that came off or whatever. I don't know if it's flooded down there by my car. Can y'all see that? That car right there, that's me. And it don't look like it's flooded or whatnot. It was over here. It's making a little puddle over here. That thing right there had me scared last night. But you see this like drainage ditch right here, right there. That thing right there, it did this big one, obviously. It got rid of all that water that's open here. That shit was fill up. But y'all see how I'm talking about it got like a little dip right there? That's the part that I was scared of. That the water was gonna accumulate all up in there. Thank you, boo. I appreciate it. So what you say? What you got going on with yourself? You say you having relationship problems. What's going on? I gotta get my baby outside though, cause he need to use the bathroom, child, or whatever. Oh, Lordy, where your look? Hold on. I need this. I need this. I need this. Or whatever. Cause I gotta get him out though. Come on, come. Oh, coffee time. Period. Need a little coffee in my life. Whatnot. Oh. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. I did barely, cause I was scared as fuck. Period. And my homie got on the phone with me, and we just kind of vibed or whatever. And it took my mind off her until she had to go to sleep. And then when she went to sleep, I was scared as fuck because water was coming underneath my door. The weather stripping on my door. It's not all that good or whatever. So I had to put something down there to catch it. But it stayed maintained like right there or whatever. It wasn't a big thing. But the thing about it, the other times that I have weathered the Florida storms, I was living in my house that I was living there for like 15 years. So I knew everything how it was going to do with the water, whatever it was going to do, like I knew all that. But here is my first year living here during a hurricane, and it's very low lying, and it's a downstairs apartment or whatever. So that had me like real scared that the water was going to come in here because it was getting pretty high. But It has very good drainage outside, of course, because I just showed y'all when I went out there, there's no water or whatever, so it got rid of it. But yeah, that's what had me kind of spooked in this bitch. And then I didn't hear anything from family and a couple of friends that I thought, might have reached out or whatever. They didn't. So that kind of made me feel some type of way. It made me feel sad. But at the end of the day, I look at it as we're going through the great pivot right now. So everything that was fucked up or worked or didn't work before, all of that shit is getting washed away. It just literally got washed away in the storm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me feel some type of way on the inside or whatever. It makes me look inside myself to ask myself, okay, well, why was it like that? But after I take my accountability for that, then I'm just gonna throw it. It's just gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make me feel no type of way, or whatever the case might be. So after at that time, it definitely did, but it doesn't now. I got my own life to live, just like everybody else got their own life to live. The only thing for me is that I would have expected certain people to have reached out or whatever the case might be, but they didn't. So it just is what it is. And the person that really, y'all just made me feel, oh my God, a type of way. Like, I know I'm trying to build community with y'all and stuff or whatever, but in my mind, I'm trying to. And there's certain ones of y'all in here that I really look forward to y'all coming in here because I feel like, we got a connection or whatever. But the outpouring from y'all last night, oh, girl, I was in this bitch not booger 10. You understand me? Y'all made me feel some type of way. I never expected y'all to reach out to care or any of that type of stuff. Like, well, I'm gonna say well, how do I say that? I expected y'all to try to see, if I was good, if I was gonna keep posting or whatever. But I didn't expect you to reach out and really try to comfort me and shit like that. Like, I didn't expect that. So y'all just really, mm, girl, took me overboard. And then one of my very special subbies, she made sure that I was able to contact her and be able to, try to talk me through the storm and stuff or whatever, keep my mind off it. And I just thought that that was a beautiful thing. And it just made me be able to see that I was right when it comes to this whole little shift thing. Like, it's a shift. And everybody that you thought was supposed to be in your life before or whatever, yeah, they shifting on out. In my world, it happened to be the storm. The storm just washed their ass on out. But in everybody else's world, if you pay attention to what's going around you, what worked before, and all the fear, whatever you had going on before, like that shit finna go. It gotta have to go into this new little shift that we got going on. And then it also made me feel some type of way because I'm more than positive that that shit was not God. That was man made. I'm more than positive that they have manipulated that motherfucking weather and they don't care about us. Like, we collateral damage in their whatever schemes, whatever agenda that they got going on, we're collateral damaging it. Because if not, it wouldn't be a such thing as cloud seeding. Like, what the fuck they need that for? It's a whole bunch of companies that's what they do. Geoengineering. Okay? They make clouds, they manipulate weather. What y'all need that for? We ain't in war. Because that's what they'll tell you on Google. Oh, it's for military purposes. But we ain't had no war in a long time. So what y'all need that for? Uh-huh. But what I feel like, and with Helene especially, they need lithium. Oh, that's the L word I'm not supposed to say. But anyway, they need that. They need that. And there's plenty of it over there in North Carolina. That's why they wash the motherfucking people up out of there so they can grab their land and be able to get in there and mine that L word. That's what they did. That's exactly what they did. So, like, this world that we living in, bro, is crazy as fuck. Our government is not to fucking be trusted. These are the people that we vote for, bro. And these people don't give a damn about us. Not at all. Not at all. Okay? For real, for real. Because think about this. Have y'all ever seen lion, tigers, and bears and giraffes floating around or whatever in the water when this type of shit happen? No, because they getting damn animals out of there. For some reason, they care more about animals than humans. So when you see them start rounding up the animals and shit like that, or the animals start disappearing, it's time to go. It's time to go because they're giving us false information on TV or whatever about what's going on in North Carolina. From my understanding, y'all showing that y'all going in there, y'all helping or whatever, but real life is y'all going in there taking dead bodies. Y'all going to go get the dead bodies, but y'all not helping the people that's still alive. They still done been 5 days without food, water. So why you think that is? They trying to kill their ass off. Because they wouldn't do what they wanted them to do, which was sell them the land. They wouldn't do that. So then they don't went in and geo-engineer this damn storm and don't wash their ass out. But that's what they not showing us on the news. That people is trying to go in on helicopter, all this stuff to go help these people, but they won't let them. Why do you think that is? All these people done been paying for their insurance all these years about their houses, and then just the insurance company just canceled all that shit. Why do you think that is? They all in cahoots, bro. They all in cahoots. Microsoft just went into a deal with $1.1 million, $1 billion with Coca-Cola. What the fuck do they got to do together? What do they got to do together? Oh, I know. Nanoparticles. They want Microsoft want to put them little nanoparticles in their food. I mean, in their soda for us. The same way they do it to our food. Okay, that's why AI is doing what it's doing, or whatever, because they know that we don't have sufficient efficient minerals going into our body with the food they fucking feed us. So literally, they trying to make us die off type shit and put the box in there, because they know after a while we not gonna be able to do the jobs anyway, because they not sufficiently giving us the minerals we need in the food. We at this point, bro, let me tell you something. We are literally walking Wi-Fi. We are, we are. Cause I told y'all the other night, I'm in here thinking. I'm thinking. I ain't said shit. 4 years ago, you could say the shit, and it pop up on your phone or whatever. Now you don't have to say a fuck thing. You just sit there and think it, and then start scrolling, and all of a sudden, everything you thought come now. How do you think the fuck they're doing that? How do you think they're doing that? They putting it in the motherfucking food. They got something going on with this fucking phone, in our ears, all this type of shit. Everything that we know is from the government. From going to their schools, watching this fucking news, watching all this shit that they put out. All our information is from them. But in the meantime, in the between time, behind our backs, they fucking our ass over, bro. They fucking our ass over. Straight the fuck up. So I want you to really, really pay attention to the shit that goes on and think for yourself. Anything these motherfuckers put out on the news and all of that, ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Why are they telling me this? Because 9 out of 10 times, it's the exact opposite. They got some shit going on with, they be doing that black magic shit. Y'all think this shit is crazy, but I'm telling you it's true. They doing that black magic shit. So they have to tell you what they're doing. They have to tell you what they're doing in order for them not to get no karmic stuff. So they tell you a piece of it. They tell you a piece of it, but they got you so snowed, you know what I'm talking about? You will never see it for what it is, so they don't get no karmic because they at least told you. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why I be telling y'all all the time about that motherfucking Bible, bro. Who wrote that Bible? We don't know who the fuck wrote that Bible. Man wrote that Bible. They went in there, put in what they want to put in, take out what they want to take out, all that. But you know where the real tea at? The real tea is in that Vatican. Those books that they don't want us to see. If they gonna give us anything they give us to read, you can guarantee that's not gonna help us at all. But all of the shit that's over there in the Vatican, those books and shit that they be having access to, that's where all the truth at. Period. Look it up. Just look it up. Do your due diligence. Look it up, and don't use the information that they're providing to you. Go and look it up before social media and all that shit. Just go do that for me, so you can be able to see, like, people like me are called conspiracy theorists because they want to make sure that we aren't able to wake y'all up. They want y'all to stay asleep, straight the fuck up. So we become conspiracy theorists, and then when we get real high on it, where we done really uncover some shit, what happened? We die. They kill our ass. That's not a coincidence. Okay? So do your due diligence. Open up your eyes. See shit for yourself. Question everything. Question everything. Any free information that you get, you better question that shit. Because something in the milk ain't clean. Nothing that they do has anything to do with us. We are all collateral damage in their agenda of what they got going on. And here go another thing. Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a government official get caught up in this motherfucking shit that they just put up on us last night? Never. I've been here almost 50 years, and I've never seen a government official get caught up in all that shit that we had going on last night. And why y'all think that is? Because they creating it. They creating it. And they know exactly where it's going to hit, what it's going to do. They got all them fucking machines and all this $1 billion worth of tools and all that shit. They can get on the news and tell us kind of what it's doing. No, but you know exactly what it's doing. First of all, because you created it, and second of all, because you got them damn tools to be able to see where it's at, what it's doing, this, that, and the third, and all of that. And we just collateral damage because we sit here and listen to whatever the fuck they got going on, and that's just it. What's up, Patricia? How you doing, baby? I just was on here saluting y'all and thanking y'all so much for coming through here and loving on me or whatever because I really, really needed that. And half of the crying that I was doing, that's how I got on this conversation, was because I was thinking about all of this and how they would really put our life in jeopardy for their own agendas. And that shit went from God. And people say, I saw so many people talk about that. The Lord, oh my God, why would God do that? Because God ain't do it. God ain't in that. He ain't in that. That was them with that bullshit. And if you talk to anybody that got any sense that are college educated and all of that type of shit, they'll tell you the same thing. Just go check in on your government and see what they got going on. That's what you do. Check into that cloud seeding shit and weather warfare and weather manipulation. I see they was teaching the kids about it in high school, but they taught them just enough to make them feel like they're aware, but that's not what I just said is not going on. We did that so that we could do this. But these motherfuckers don't weaponize everything. Our food, the weather, every fucking thing. And I'm just, it just blew my mind because that shit had me scared as fuck, bro. Yeah, that shit had me scared as fuck on some humbug ass shit. But if y'all is interested in knowing more about that stuff, it's another channel of one of our kings or whatever, and he right over here in Orlando. I want to say, or Tampa, by me or whatever. His name Papa Duck, and he got a YouTube channel. Y'all go check out his YouTube channel and go see how comparative the things that we talk about are. Okay, and he's able to go into depth about it a little bit more because like that's just what he do. He just all over that shit for the peoples. For the peoples. You know what I'm talking about? But when I found him, he was confirmation for me that the things that the Lord just sit on my heart and sit in my brain be real. You understand me? I ain't research a fuck thing. It just come to me. Okay? So me finding his channel was what was my confirmation. So if you want to know a little bit more in depth about some of the shit that I be talking about, because I don't know it all the way in depth. I ain't did research. It's just in me. But he has. So y'all go on over there and check him out. His name is Papa Duck. Real handsome little black dude with a real full beard or whatever the case might be. That's how you'll know you on his channel. But check him out. And check out some of the things that he got to say. And see if that shit ain't ringing a couple bells for you. I think I might even reach out to him for a collab or whatever. But here, where I live, is more flower people down here than it is cocoa beans or whatever. So I would assume that's probably why it's not as flooded down here because over in the hood, in the ghetto, they over there in fucking canoes right now. No shit. No, I'm not even capping. They over there in fucking canoes. So it's just always some shit. Like you wanna not try to think that everything is about race and this and that and the third, which I ain't gonna say everything is, but it always got its little place in it. It's always got its little place in it. Everywhere I've ever lived that was the ghetto or was the hood, that shit flooded like a motherfucker because they didn't give a fuck to do what they were supposed to be do with the drainage and all of that type of shit. But down here, where I'm at, where it's more of them or than me, ain't nothing out there flooded up. Ain't no standing water or nothing except in the parking lot, and that's just a little bit. But up here at the door and all of that or whatever, what I would have expected, as much as it rained, child. It's clear and free. Is that a coincidence? Hell no. Hell no. It ain't. It ain't. But at the end of the day, hey, I'm glad for that because it was definitely trying to come up under the door. But that's because of the weather stripping, so I gotta make a maintenance report for that. and get them to get that together before Nadine come. I don't know what the fuck they trying to do, but I told y'all that L word, but I don't know if any of that's around here because they keep sending them bitches this way. They sending them this way. So Nadine is already done start forming or whatever, and we barely got Milton out the way. So it's something that they trying to get to over here that they trying to wash our motherfucking ass away so they can grab it. It gotta be. Cause how the fuck is these things keep forming so quick? When it's actual businesses that actually do that shit. They actually do that shit. And then they tell us to evacuate. And then when we go evacuate or whatever, they make money. That's why all of these companies invest in that type of shit. Because they know when a crisis come along, they finna get cake. They finna get cake. All these hotels and restaurants, the ones that stay open, the gas, all of that shit, they make cake off our crisis. They know what the fuck what we use and shit and what we buy when we go through this shit. They got all the data. The man that got the data got control. Period. If you control the past, you gonna control the future. That's really how it fucking go. And that's the shit that they got going on. So in my mind, they're just like, bro, what is y'all trying to do? What is going on over here in Florida that y'all keep sending these motherfucking hurricanes through here? Why is it a whole nother one forming and this one ain't even done yet? That shit is scary and that shit is crazy, bro. But they gotta get that shit together. They gotta get it together. I feel like it's people like myself or whatever that been chosen to lead the people and open up our motherfucking eyes. Because at the end of the day, if we take this same closed-minded, sleep-ass shit into this great shift, shit is not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. We have to wake the fuck up now and put a stop to it now. Because at the end of the day, we are more what's the word I'm looking for? The masses. We have more control over things and they know that. That's why they don't use our whole life to condition us to follow their ass. But if we ever wake the fuck up and see shit for what it is, it's more of us than it is of them. And once we don't go with y'all ways, then now we gotta change it. So it's people like myself in this world that's supposed to lead the great shift. Talk about this type of shit so people can start thinking for themselves. You don't have to believe a fuck thing that I say. You really don't. All I'm here to do is just put it out there and give you a new perspective. And if you feel like you want to know if it's true or not, go look it the fuck up. Go look it up. Go figure it out for yourself. But don't stay asleep. Don't let these people keep walking the fuck all over us and using us for collateral damage. Our families, our friends, just coming up dead, fucking floating and all kind of shit off of some bullshit they got going on. Because we can't see that they controlling us the way that they is for their own agenda. It's time to wake the fuck up, people. And say the fuck no. And stop participating in their bullshit. Straight the fuck up. We only got one life. Each one of us get one life experience. That's it and that's all. So you came here to do your one life and your one life experience and let another human being like you control that? Because that's what we're doing at this point with this government and shit. We out here fighting over who's supposed to be the president and this, that, and the third. Man, fuck that. Those are human being people. We don't need nobody to fucking govern our life. But that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Tell us what we can do, we can't do where we can go, what we can eat, what we can do, all that. Man, that's bullshit, bro. That is bullshit. We only get to do this life one time. So that's why I told you I don't participate in that shit. I don't give a fuck about a vote. You can say whatever you want. I mean, they got people so conditioned that a bitch will really get mad at you when you say, oh, well, I ain't voting. Oh, well, you're the problem. No, bitch, you're the problem. That you're okay with getting in here and trying to vote in human beings to tell us how the fuck to live our life. You're the problem. It needs to be more motherfuckers like me that just say, no, we're not doing that. What else is it? Let's change this shit the fuck up. Because I don't want it this way. I'm not fixing to participate of this shit this way. And then you see the candidates that we got. We got a fucking motherfucker that need to be at the geriatric neurologist. That motherfucking Trump. That man is almost 80 years old. He ain't got them all up here. He might have been a great businessman at one point, but he don't have them all up here. So we finna follow these people. And then half of motherfuckers is only worried about skin color and all that type of shit. Like DeSantis. We was just going through that motherfucking shit. And he won't even answer the damn lady phone call. Why? Why wouldn't he answer her phone call? Why? Because of that. That's it and that's all. So what did I tell you when they be starting up all this shit they be putting outside? Your ass get out there and get caught up and you need emergency responders that's coming from him, your ass won't get saved. Mm-hmm. You won't get saved. So when we gonna stop participating in this fucking bullshit, bro? Why the fuck do we gotta participate in the government that discriminates against certain people that in the world? Like, no, no. That's why racism and all this shit continues because we allow it. We allow these people that are true. We truly can see that it's not for us, especially black people, especially us. We truly see that the government or nothing the fuck else is for us, but we still want to be a part of that shit, being want to vote and doing all that shit. For what? For what? What sense the fuck do that make? To tell other people that they feel like they make them feel like they God because they have control over how we live our lives and what we do. They've given us a cartoon version of the devil, and then the version of God they've given us is a white man with blue eyes and straight hair. So how traumatizing do you think that is for a motherfucker that's got their eyes open? That is a black person, and you going into your church, and it's a fucking white man up on the damn on the wall, and they telling us that's God. Bro, what time? When y'all gonna wake up and realize that's some bullshit? God ain't no color, but if he any color, he look like us. Hair wood, huh? Copper skin, huh? That part. But this is the shit that the government is able to do, bro. And we're participating. We're okay with it. No, bro. Fuck the church. Fuck the government. Fuck all of that because the bottom line to it is just about money. America is the biggest business in America in everywhere. It's just the biggest business. That's it. That's all it's about. They trying to tell us about American dream. Yeah, you gotta be asleep to believe the shit. Period. Yeah, they gon' look at you like you crazy friend because they are part of the flock. A lot of people ain't got no fucking soul. They ain't got no soul because if they had a soul, their soul would tell them that this shit ain't right. This shit ain't right. It ain't no kind of way that it makes sense that another man, another person that bleed blood like the fuck me, another person that I will probably never be in the same fucking room with, gets to tell me what to do with my fucking body, where I can go, what I can buy, what I can have. What? These people is literally making laws to appease themselves. All the laws ain't got a fuck thing to do with us. It got to do with them. Because, Pete Game, have you ever had something go on with you or whatever? You done signed paperwork, you done did all that, you thought everything was good, and then when you needed that shit, like insurance, then it's nothing. It's nothing. Or they can give you a little quiet little law. Oh well, this law says that you can't do this and do that. Well, when did y'all pass that? When did y'all pass that? Let me tell you when they just passed this little law about motherfucking COVID, the being tested or whatever for that COVID shit. They just passed that shit when they had us rubbing our toes together, with fucking around with Diddy. They passed that shit where they can come to your motherfucking house and ask you if you vaccinated. And if you're not vaccinated, they can take your ass and put you in one of them damn concentration camps. Yeah, look it up. That's the type of quiet shit that they do when you're not paying a fucking attention. But because you so snowed and you believe everything they say, you'll be the motherfucker that they're gonna come knock on the door and ask you about that shit, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck is you talking about? No, I ain't vaccinated, I don't want to get vaccinated. And they lock your ass up. Well, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, yes the fuck we can. We got a law that says we can. What? And if y'all can't see that shit for what it is, I feel sorry for y'all. I feel sorry for y'all because I am not gonna participate. I'm not participating in that shit, and I'm screaming from the rafters so other people can get it. Because the one thing that they do and they do well is they make examples out of people like myself because we're very far and few between. You understand what I'm saying? So they make examples out of us to make y'all stay scared like y'all be. But the moment the second y'all open up y'all fucking eyes and we become a massive community, they don't have a choice but to change the shit. When everybody's saying what I'm saying, when everybody see what I'm saying, what the fuck can they do with that? Because guess what? They can't lock us all up. I seen last night Hillary Clinton. She over there in Moscow, and you can look this up too. She over there in Moscow talking about she think that it would be a good idea to make a law that says that when you go against the government, you go to jail. Huh? That's to do what? That's to equalize people like myself. That's to making sure that I'm not able to inflict all of this what I know on y'all and let y'all try to think for your fucking self. So when you do that, oh yeah, we're gonna just lock you up so that the people can't hear what the fuck you gotta say. Think about all the other people that talked and stood up on this shit. Where they at? Dead. At least she ain't say kill us. She said put us in jail. But this is a real thing. Why would you want to do that? We have a constitution that says that we have freedom of speech. What happened to the constitution? Because if that shit what you saying is real, well, what's going on? Like, how y'all get to lock us up because we don't want to do what the fuck you said do? Who is you? The only person I ever had to listen to in my life was my parents, and they not dead. They gone. So, who the fuck is y'all? The people I don't even know feel like I need to listen to y'all. That's nuts to me. But it's real. It's very, very real. And as long as we keep going along with it, as a people, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. We got to put a stop to this shit, y'all. We got to say, what? Hell no, we won't go. The fuck? This shit need to change. But anyways, that's my rant or whatever. And so now Patricia, she said she wanted to talk about family, that whole family structure or whatever. Well, what I could say is I know that it's a lot of things that I be having going on that I'm willing to speak on that other people not because they embarrassed or whatever. They feel the type of way they don't want people to know their business or whatever. They worry about what other people think. That's just not a trait of mine. So for me, when it comes to family, you have to know that family are human beings just like you or just like your haters on the street. They got the same emotions: jealousy, envy, toxicity, all of those type of things. You know what I'm talking about? And it could be anybody. It could be your mama, your daddy, your child, your grandbaby. It don't even fucking matter. Like, but you have to open up your eyes enough to be able to see that. And then when you see it, you gotta admit it to yourself and not let it become a thing that makes you feel some type of way. Because at this point, I'm gonna tell y'all something. My child, she never misses a chance to embarrass me. Never. Why she does it, I don't fucking know. I've had conversations with her and conversations with her about things that have happened in the past or whatever. Because when I raised her, I was a kid my own fucking self. So it wasn't no playbook. I did the best that I know how. You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, when I sat her down when she was 18 years old, um, when I sat her down when she was 18 years old, I literally told her that, like, I'm not a superhero. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not a superhero. I'm just a regular human like you. And while some of the things that went on, she gave me for him, like she said she did or whatever. But as time done went on, I'm able to see that obviously not, because of the way that she moves and the things that she does or whatever. So when it really come down to it, I know at first I felt like it, like I said earlier, I felt embarrassed or whatever, and I didn't want to talk about it, or I was trying to do whatever I was trying to do to try to get it right. But you know where I'm at now? Since that hurricane passed by and that little motherfucker did not text or call, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I am going to release her into her toxicity until she get her mind right and get it together or whatever. And for most people, it's really hard for you to do that when it comes to your mama, your daddy, or your kids, or whatever the case might be. But like I said, they're human just like everybody else. They got their own shit going on, their own things going on in their mind or whatever. And as parents, as daughters, and whatever, nieces or whatever, we have to be strong enough to walk the fuck away. And after all of that went on last night, and I didn't get a phone call, I didn't get a message or whatever, when I just babysitted for you just a couple of days ago, I'm good. Because whatever you got going on with your own self, now mind you, my baby is 33. She's not no child by no means. She's a grown adult. She's my adult child. Okay? And so at the end of the day, what the pattern that I've been able to see is that as long as I'm doing what you want me to do, as long as I'm babysitting and being an old ass lady like you expect me to be, because for some reason these kids be thinking that once they have kids, your life have to end so you could be able to be grandma and sit down and babysit that whatever, whatever. Well, in another dynamic, that might be true, but I'm only 48. So my life ain't over. So I don't want to sit down and just babysit all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to. I still got life in me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, as long as I'm doing that, or I'm doing what it is that she wants me to do, then things is whatever they is. You know what I mean? But as soon as she don't need me to do any of that, or I won't do it, I don't hear from her. What does that sound like? That's some toxic ass shit, ain't it? And for a long time, I hid the shit because it was embarrassing. Like, I done jumped through hoops for this child. I done did some unscrupulous things to make sure it was some fucking food in front of her. All for her to grow up and it's like that? Yeah. So I was embarrassed, but not no more. I really don't give a damn. Because once you show me you don't, then that's it. And that's all. You know what I'm talking about? At some point, maybe you'll get it together and you'll want to have a conversation about how it got here, or whatever, a real for real conversation or whatever. But until then, I'm not gonna pull my damn hair out. I'm not gonna allow you to continue to embarrass me and all of this type of shit. Like, I'm not on any of that. So that shit is water under the bridge. And I think that more parents need to open up their eyes and see that's what the hell be going on. These kids is real toxic for whatever reason that they got going on in their own life. They be toxic as fuck. And then if it's not that, then you have the parents that overdo it. They overdo it. I've had parents tell me that, oh well, I do this and I do that. Maybe you should have did no, because what you're doing to your child is handicapping your child. You understand me? Because what I was supposed to do is raise her to get to the point where she's a good citizen and she can hold herself down in this world. If I close my eyes, she'll be all right. She's independent. That was my job. That's it. That's all. And I did it. Okay? But these other parents out here that will judge you and say, oh, well, you probably should have did this and I do this for my child, blah, blah, blah. But you're handicapping them. Because my child is 33 and she been out of my house for at least 6 years and she ain't been back. But there's some of these people out here, they 40 in their 40s, damn near 50, and they still depending on their mama. That's not the way that's supposed to go. So it has to show you that being coddling kids is not what you're supposed to be doing. Because when you coddle them, they don't learn their lessons. You are learning them for them. Every time they got something going on, here you come to take care of it for them. Well, how they ever gonna know how to dig down inside of their own stuff and do it for their fucking self? How they ever gonna know how to do it? And at some point, they gonna start feeling entitled to that shit and they ain't even gonna try. They ain't even gonna try. They gonna be 40 years old living in your house making whatever they making, but they still living in your fucking house. I don't want that. I never wanted that. You understand me? So however things go with me and my jit, that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, I know I did my part for when I pushed her out my ass and brought her here. And what the Lord had me to do, to teach her, discipline her, show her how to be a independent citizen in this world. I did that and I done that. And can't nobody else make me feel no type of way about the fact that I didn't coddle my child. Period. So How many of y'all can relate to any of that on either side? The coddling or raising a very independent child. Oh, dang, the coffee good. But I know a lot of y'all that being here, like y'all just started y'all parental journey or whatnot. Y'all just started it, so y'all wouldn't even know how to relate to what it is that I'm saying. But if you look around, like I tell y'all all the time, I not only learn from the shit that goes on with me, I learn from people around me or whatever. And so if you pay attention, you'll be able to see that those are two dynamics. Either you gonna have situations such as mine, where you end up with kids that are hyper independent, or you gonna try to coddle them and try to do everything for them until they well grown, almost finna be grandparents type shit. And then when you die, they ain't gonna know what the fuck to do with their own fucking self because they ain't learned shit. All they learn how to do is pick up the phone and ask you to do it. Oh, let me put this on. Oh. Y'all can hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me? But hit it like a light for your girl and let you two know I made it through the storm. I made it through the storm. My face is all broke out because quite as it's killed, I'm allergic to my dog. That's why y'all hardly ever see him. Because I can't like hold him and have him all in my face because it just breaks me the fuck out. And I just don't want to get rid of him. And I had him for so long. It just took me until the last, I would say maybe the last 2 or 3 years for me to really realize that that's what was going on with my face when it would break out. That is, it was him. I didn't even know that. My ex actually was the one that caught the patterns and was like, "You don't realize that be happening every time you pick him up and all that." And I really didn't see that. But yeah, and I had him in here with me last night because his cage is usually at the door where the water was coming in. So I had to bring him in here because I have hardwood floors in both of my bathrooms and in the kitchen. And but the rest of the house has carpet or whatever. And so I had to bring him in the bathroom on the floor in case he had an accident or whatever. So we didn't have all of that going on. So he literally like right there. And I let him out and he tried to get in the bed and all that. So yeah, my face went. Mm. Oh, that's good. But I'm gonna do y'all a video or whatever with about weather manipulation and cloud seeding and all that shit. So I could be able to really make sure y'all understand because when you go and you go Google it and you go do your research with what they give you the research with, you're not gonna get the full gist of what it really be doing or what they really be doing with that shit. They're not gonna break it down to you like I broke it down to you. They're gonna tell you that they using it for military purposes. But ask yourself when the last time we had war? Ask yourself that. It's been a long time. So what y'all need that for? Why is them companies still making billions and billions of dollars every year if y'all not using that shit? Yeah, yeah. What's up, though? You ain't ready to part two. How you doing? I'm up and I done made it through the storm, at least through Milton. Now I gotta get ready for Nadine, Lord. Fist of Jesus. Oh, Lord. I know that I just want to be able to close my eyes and know that I did my purpose You know what I'm saying? And I know that this is my purpose because, like I told y'all earlier, a lot of the shit that I know and that come out of my mouth, it just comes to my head to say it. I ain't did no research. But then when I get on YouTube and I get to looking at people or whatever the case might be, they confirm the stuff that just pops in my head. They confirm it with research that they done did. So I know that I'm a chosen one, and I know that I have a purpose. So I want to be able to tell the people that have found me and are magnetized to me. I want y'all to know what's really popping, what's really popping. And like I said earlier, if you don't gotta listen to it or whatever, but I gotta put it out there. I gotta put that perspective out there for you. So one day when life start lifing and these things become relevant, you'll be able to say, you know, that damn girl over on YouTube did say that shit. That's it. And that's my purpose. You know what somebody told me about that word? And I gotta sit with it my own self. So I ain't saying that I'm going along with it. But when they said it, it was like, damn, I ain't think about it like that. But you know what they said? Bless me, be less. And I was like, whoa, that one right there had done told me I had to sit there and think on that one now. You know, be less. Hmm. Well, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being able to see me. Okay, because a lot of people don't see me. A lot of people think that it'd be a joke or whatever, but at the same time, they still living in the matrix, and I am not. So there's that. I choose not to participate because at the end of the day, the Lord did not make us to be working for each other. He never done that. He never done that. He ain't made no damn money. He ain't did none of that. Think about the fact that how they be getting Oprah and all of them to come in our face and tell us to, oh, well, just donate to this and donate to that or whatever. First of all, bitch, you got all the money. That's the first thing. And second of all, why do I need to donate to y'all when y'all be in there printing money? Y'all could just go in y'all little room and print the money. So what the fuck is you asking my little po ass to donate to anything? Why do they do that? What sense do that make? It don't make no sense at all. None whatsoever. But this be the kind of games they be playing to try to make you feel like that money is important. Money ain't shit. Really, in the grand scheme of things, it ain't nothing. It's only something that these humans have made it where we have to have this shit to be comfortable. But when it comes to God and all of that, that ain't the way that's supposed to go. He ain't said nothing about no damn money. Not now time. They ain't have no money when he was walking this earth. Goods and services, barter system, goods and services. But man had to interject themselves in there. Everything that the Lord put here for us to just have for free, man done interjected themselves into it and now making us pay for it. Bullshit. And a lot of people can't see that. They just go with the flow. Okay, wait, they say I gotta pay for water, I gotta pay for water. If they say that I gotta pay for rent every 30 days, then I gotta pay for rent. That's nuts, bro. That's nuts. In the grand scheme of things, if you don't do it, then yeah, your ass gonna be out on the street. Absolutely, you will. But that's because it's only a couple people that's willing to believe the shit and willing to stand on business and be like, no, the fuck, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm not paying you for fucking water. You didn't create water. You didn't create electricity. You didn't create a lot of shit. Let me grow my own fucking food so that I can be mineral efficient instead of mineral deficient eating the food that you give me on the shelf. See, you ain't ready part two. When you came here the other night, you thought it was a game. But now you see who I am. You understand me? And it might not look like what you was taught that it's supposed to look like or it's supposed to come across. But baby, I'm the real deal. Yeah, yeah. I really the fuck am. I see shit so much different than all others, other than people that's on the same wavelength than me. When you listen to us talk, we be saying the same shit and ain't never met each other a day in our life.
But I don't know if you was in here. I'm talking to you. Ain't ready part two. If you was in here earlier when I told y'all about go check out Papa Dub. Maybe you know who I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. But if you don't, go check out his YouTube channel and you'll be able to see. Because at the end of the day, the things that he talk on and that he's research or whatever, he got however he do it, those things come to my mind just on my own. Like they just pop in my fucking head. You know what I mean? And when I ran across him, he's a prime example of what I said, that he is another one like myself. And he confirms these things that the Lord put in my head to say to y'all or to whoever come in my existence, you know. And like I told you before, the other day when you was telling me about, oh well, Lord didn't make man to man be with man to man, that he didn't, but that doesn't condemn me from being a child of God, because all this stuff he puts on my heart. You understand me? It's not one day I done sat down and did research to be able to come on here and talk to y'all. When I come on here and talk to y'all, I talk from my head and from my heart. Period. So when it comes to these Bibles and things like that, that's why I feel like there's so many versions of them, because of the fact that man done went in there and took out, and put in what they needed to take out and put in, so that most people can be conditioned to follow them and what the fuck they say. Period. Because I don't know if you go to church or not, but when you walk into a church, most churches they got a white man with blue eyes and and long hair on the wall to give us and our families, our generations behind us, a preconditioned idea in our head what God supposed to look like. And so we go walking out of here in this world and see these white people, and they wanna. That's how they make us think that they're better. You understand? But I know that's true because when I was young, I don't give a fuck about that now. I know better. But when you're young and that's all you see, and you're conditioned, and your parents don't know no better, you understand me? Your parents will not even see that you're being conditioned to think that the white man is better because you got a picture in church of a white man who is supposed to be God. Period. And we know that's not true. He had skin of copper and hair wool. That's why they give us so much problem about wearing our natural hair. Okay? They want to make us hate our natural hair because of how closely we resemble God. Period. Okay? That's real spit. So that's why I don't subscribe to the weaves, the wigs, and all that type of shit no more. I used to. I used to. Because just like the people, the women right now, when they have their real hair out, their nappy hair out or whatever, they don't like that shit. They don't want to walk around like that because it done been perceived that that's ugly. And that beauty is when it's lied, dyed, and laid to the side, kind of like them folks, or whatever the case might be. But I see right through that shit. So that's why when I get on here, you see all my nappy shit. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. And I'm not gonna let nobody make me feel no type of way about how the hair grow out of my head, because it don't grow out of their head that way, because they know what the Lord really look like. Period. So there's that. But I wish our people will really just wake up and be able to see that or whatever. And I know that when I get on here or whatever, the other people probably be feeling some type of way. But that is not my intention. My intention is not to make Caucasian people feel any type of way, because a lot of them is just as snowed as we is when you really come down to it. But at the end of the day, what's real is what's real. It is what it is. See that? It is what it is. And no amount of bullshit is gonna change what's real. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? So while I might come off racist or whatever the case might be, I'm really not. I'm really not. I was married to a Caucasian person, love her to death. But I'm prejudiced about the shit that goes on and have went on into my life as regards to all of that. But when I speak about my people and what we need to know and how we need to know that we being conditioned by racist people that look like this. So yeah, there's that. I've literally witnessed women that look like me not want to go to work or not want to go to school because they had one done. Just so embarrassed or whatever. I have an aunt that is the commissioner of where I live. She's the commissioner of here. And I used to do her hair. And I had to do her hair with the little lie dye laid to the side type shit or whatever. And I said, well, why you don't just wear your own hair? Well, you know I can't. You know I can't do that. Why? You been living all these years and you never stop to ask yourself, well, why do they got a problem with us wearing our own hair? Why? Why is that even a thing? Why did it have to be a law, the Crowns Act, so that we could just wear the hair the way it come out of our damn head? Why is that? Mm-hmm. Why is that? But I see that the Gen, what is it, Gen Z, they seeing all that now. Us Gen Xers, we done been in this whole racist stuff, and now we moving into shifting into something else. But these kids, they ain't how to do all that. You know what I'm saying? They see it or whatever, but they ain't how to be really a part of it or whatever. So if you pay attention to a lot of them that got some sense, they don't have that shit in their head. They wearing their natural hair. Period. Because who is you to tell me it's something wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with it? I don't even know what kind of things they could come up with to say why they don't like you to wear your hair. Because I've never encountered it in my life, where anywhere that I've worked that has been a problem with my hair or wherever I don't went. But I definitely have witnessed other people go through that shit. It's a little baby going through it right now with his school. Like they literally done suspended him and expelled him because he want to wear his hair. He can't do the things that he want to do because of his hair. It's going on right now. And then he done sued and went to the Supreme Court with it, and they upheld the school with saying that he can't wear his hair. So what does that tell you? Like it's all a conspiracy, all that type of shit. It's a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? But why? Why is the question? Why is it like that? So I be liking people to have what? How do I say that? Um, examples of the stuff that I be talking about, and then go look it up, and then sit with yourself and ask yourself why, and then try to figure it out, and you'll come to some of the same conclusions that I done came to. And when you get to talking on it, you're gonna appear racist and all of this or whatever, but it just is what it is. Cause baby, quiet as it's kept. I ain't never seen them have to go through nothing about their damn hair. Why is that? Ain't never been no kind of nothing. Ain't never been no need for no law to be enacted so a bitch could just wear their own hair. Never for them. Always for us. And they on and Pete clock this T. They only came up with that because that was something that we was really on. We was really on that shit. Like, why is it like this? Why it got to be this way? That's the only reason. Which proves my point. What I say all the time that once we open up our damn eyes and don't take that shit no more and stand on business, they don't have a choice but to do something because they don't have answers for it. They won't have a legitimate answer for why we can't wear our hair. So let me just give their ass this little law so they can shut the fuck up. Type shit. But at least it moves something instead of walking around here every day and just going along with what they say. Okay, well I can't wear my hair. Let me go get me a wig so I can look more like them. It's a lot of women walking around here that don't think that they're beautiful with their own hair unless they got their damn wig on, all nice and curly and straight or whatever, like them. And see, I feel like because I see that he got a little bit more than a quarter of a million followers, and I feel like it's like that because he came around during pandemic before they had done. put all their little laws and all that type of shit on it because social media really out surpassed the laws in 2020 and the algorithm, all of that. So he was able to get out there. You know what I'm talking about? But here we is 4 years later and they don't put stop sticks on a lot of shit. It's certain shit you can't talk about. You could talk about it, but you'll be talking to your fucking self because they ain't gonna let nobody else see it. Yeah, yeah. But now that he done built a following of people that hear him and see him, they can't stop it. The only thing they can do is once he put it out there, they can erase it or take it down or whatever. But they can't stop it from getting to people because how the algorithm works is if somebody feel find interest in what you're saying and they sit there and they watch that shit for more than 60 seconds, then the algorithm pushes it out and pushes it out and pushes it out. But if you don't have that community behind you that's watching what you got to say and sitting there or whatever, the majority of people won't see what you got to say. And I prove that all the time because I'm a content creator and I know that I be putting out some good ass content or whatever the case might be. And it may take a month for some shit that I done did to go viral. When I know when I uploaded it, it was viral. It was some viral content. Like right now, I'm viral now over on Facebook with some shit that I did almost a month and a half ago. They be playing. They be playing. And then they try to find a way not to allow you to monetize it or whatever. They come up with all kinds of old bullshit or whatever. But that in itself proves my point. There are a lot of people that get on here and they try to speak their piece or whatever case might be. They don't get views, they don't get this or whatever, so they feel like, it ain't nothing or whatever. But it is something. It is something. You being stifled. You're being stifled from getting to the masses. Because if you ain't talking about what they want you to be talking about, they're not going to allow you to get to the masses unless you build community that is going to come in and going to listen to you and it's going to push it out to other people. You know what I'm talking about? So there's that. But I'm going to take y'all outside or whatever and see what's popping out there. Because when I just went out there, it was time back to rain. I guess Nadine on her motherfucking way. I don't know if y'all ever heard of flex tape or whatever before, cause I didn't until my homegirl had done told me about it or whatever. But I need to get some of that for my dough. I do. It was just raining real hard out here. Now not so much, but it looks like at the end of the day, we supposed to get a little bit of winter time. Supposed to go down to 68 tonight and tomorrow. But as you can see, it's no flooding or whatever. And I truly believe that's because of the zip code that I live in. Because the zip code that I left, they literally down there in canoes right now. Couple of shingles them fell or whatever. But we have these that and there's a couple more down there as well. Because you see like how it's a dip right there that goes down. That's what had me worried about flooding or whatever, that it was gonna come to the house. But see the bottom of my door, the weather stripping is kind of fucked up or whatever. So yeah, I had a little bit come in there. But hold on, I gotta go get my charger. Ooh. Ow, motherfucker. Oh shit. So I'm just about to sit here and catch me a vibe and finish my coffee or whatever. Oh shit. Oh, like some shit got tore down the street though. Sun all out, trying to shine or whatnot. But I don't know if y'all can see across the street that's a church. And right over to your left of the screen, that little blue window, that's that's literally a depiction of the Lord or whatever with his hands out. And I literally could see that from every room in my house, both bedrooms and the front door. I don't think that was a coincidence. And at night, when you turn the lights, I mean when it's dark and they turn the light on over there, it's literally like when I walk out of my door, it's like oh, no flooding on the streets or nothing. That's crazy to me. When just only about we'll say about 10 miles from here, those people is floating on mattresses and shit. Like they just went through Hurricane Katrina. But over there, when it rains, like they can just get a regular water storm, rainstorm, and it floods real bad, and it stays like that for over a week because of the fact that they didn't do proper drainage over there in the hood or whatever. And it looked like they literally planted these trees correctly for the fact that it's hurricane season or it's how Florida is or whatever because these trees if they fall they not gonna do nothing. If they fall this way or the other way they really not gonna do anything. It feel good out here though. Nice little vibe, little cool little breeze running through here or whatnot. Ooh, these things ain't staying up. Come on, too. You gotta go do that. They do that. What the fuck did I do with your thing? Oh, here you go. Come on. It's my baby.